Okay, hi. Where to even start? I am 17, 17 and a half weeks pregnant today. I'm just gonna, this video is for myself. I'm not saying that how I feel is how anybody else is gonna feel or anything like that. This is just for me and what my experience with it so far. Um, Getting the news. How do you get the news that your husband is going to be deployed when you're pregnant and not going to be there when you have the baby, you know? Um, so yeah, this is a video about that. Yesterday, if you ever have those days where you just feel like something is just like a funky day where you just get a bad feeling about the day when you wake up. Um, yeah, that would be yesterday. It was just a weird day. It was really gray and overcast, and I just felt funny. Um, it started snowing for the first time, yeah, which in the morning about 10:30 it started snowing like crazy. It was really overcast. We had been planning on going home for Thanksgiving, and as of late, his leave packet had been kind of put on hold or suspended, and we weren't sure if we were still going home for Thanksgiving or not. I figured no, you can't make plans. In the military, you can't make your plans. You don't control your life. They run your life and you plan around it. That is something that I have learned. Um, so my husband texted me yesterday morning and said, sorry, we're not going to be going home this weekend, which is Thanksgiving. And I was like, oh, whatever. I kind of figured. So I called up my family members to tell them, the fourth time, like, first we were going home, then we weren't, then we were going to go home, and then I had to call them back and say, now we're not. Um, so they were disappointed. Obviously, they're going to miss us. And it was just a weird text message. I told him, like, it's okay, babe, it's fine. And he didn't say anything after that. And we had heard a rumor that his unit was going to be deployed. And we had just gotten his school days for EOD, and everything is just like perfect, like he's gonna be here for my pregnancy. We're not gonna have to move. He's gonna be here for the baby, and he got home yesterday night, kind of later, 6:30, I think, closer to 7 maybe, about 6:30, and I was just in my good old sweatpants and a striped shirt, feeling comfy. And I could just tell when he walked in the door that he was in a weird mood. And I'm really good at reading his moods. And he wasn't grumpy and he wasn't tired. And I asked him, I was like, is something bugging you? Are you okay? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, are you tired? No. So I was just kind of like, I knew. I just knew. It's so hard to explain. You just know, but you don't want to say it because then it makes it real. And what if it's not true? Like, what if it's not that? In the back of my mind, like every day, obviously, he's in the military, he's in the army. There's a possibility of him getting deployed. And it's always in the back of your head. Always. But you can't, like, actually prepare for it until it happens. And then it kind of just hits you like a freaking Mack truck. It's just like, that's it. So anyways, Christopher was still awake. His bedtime isn't until 7. So Rob was like, well, yeah, you're going to probably be in a not so good mood too here in a little bit when I tell you. I'm like, okay. And then he told me, you might want to put Christopher to bed first. So I just ignored it. I was like, okay, I'm just going to deny it. It's not happening. It's not what I think it is. I'm just going to go finish the dishes. So I went over the dishes and I just was scrubbing the pans like furiously because I felt like I was going to lose it. And just focusing on scrubbing that stinking pan out just kept me sane at the time. And he came up, he put his arms around me and I knew he wasn't going to wait. And he just told me that he was deploying. I can't obviously tell you when or anything like that. but it's very soon. Um, how does it feel when you find out? It feels like a big pit in the back of your throat, all the way down your stomach. Um, just a million different thoughts race through your head. Like, God, it couldn't have been after I had the baby. Yeah, and it feels like your stomach is sinking into a black hole and pulling the back of your throat down with it. And I just stood there and I'm like, okay. And I didn't cry. I didn't say anything. I hate crying. And I definitely don't want my husband to see me crying because he's such a strong person. Like, I commend him for it. All he says is, it's my job. Of course it's his job. He's such an awesome person. Like, he never takes compliments, and he just, it's like nothing to him. Like, this is his job. As weird as it is, like, he says it like he's going to work at an office. Oh, it's my job. It floors me. So I can only hope to someday be as strong of a person as he is. He's just fantastic with it. And I don't obviously want to break down in front of him and have him have to deal with that too, because that puts extra pressure on him. And I don't want to make him feel bad. There's nothing he can do about this. So I'm trying to be a very strong person and be positive. Everything happens for a reason. He won't be able to go to EOD school, so I had to call family and tell them. And it's just kind of just a weird feeling. I didn't sleep last night. I was calm, like, I'm calm, I'm okay. I called my best friend, and I just didn't cry. I cried for 30 seconds. I had to get out of the house and take a drive because I just needed to. I just needed to get some fresh air, just clear my mind, be okay with it, say a couple prayers, like, God, help me keep my sanity. And I'm okay. I know it happens for a reason. There's a reason he's getting deployed, and I think it's such an honorable experience for him and for me to be married to a guy that has the opportunity to do this. So, okay. Anyways, so yes, I will be moving back home with my family. So I'll be doing vlogs from Wisconsin shortly. God, I'm tearing up. I'm being a big baby, but I'll be doing vlogs from Wisconsin. My family will be there. I'll be staying with my mom, for a couple months till I have the baby. And I told my best friend, I'm like, you're gonna be the new Rob, because I'm messing with my hair so much. It's so distracting. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm so grateful I have supportive family and very supportive friends. And I'm very grateful for Christopher and the baby already. It's gonna help me a lot. I'm excited that I can finish school to take my mind off of things. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. It's just such a you never think it can happen to you. Like, it's like, oh, I'm so glad it's not me, and then it happens to you. You're like, crap. So this is going to be my pregnancy through deployment journey and onward, and just my experience with it. So I'm not saying this will happen to anybody else. I'm not saying that this is how you're going to feel. But I didn't sleep last night. I just laid in bed, and all night I just couldn't fall asleep. My mind is just like, oh my God, we're going to have to do powers of attorney. We're going to call my insurance. I got to talk to my mom. There's only one bedroom. I can't set the nursery. I don't know. I'm going to have to switch, insurance. We have to go switch to the north part. I'm going to have to find a new doctor that takes TRICARE. I got to, all this stuff. And I'm like, my head's going to explode. And, there's just so much to get ready. Just so much. So for the moment, we're just enjoying every last minute we can with hubby. I'm bringing him lunch today, like we usually do. And I'm so glad he's not making it awkward. Like, we're just acting how we normally do. I don't want to do anything different. So that's it. That's my life.